The range of Kin juices are 100% natural with no added sugar. Kin offers a range of refreshing juices which are enriched with vitamin C and no added preservatives. Delight yourself in one of Kin's nectars or treat your little ones with a Kinita box drink at a refreshingly low price today. Kin, the juice in our lives. Sold at major supermarkets island-wide. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. I'm your presenter this morning. My name is Joseph Fadul. First up this morning, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit announced last night that an agreement has been reached with the Tipper Truckers Association for the transportation of cement from the Woodbridge Bay Port to the International Airport Development Site. The agreement was reached while truckers staged protest action at Canefield on Wednesday. Prime Minister Skerrit, speaking on Wednesday night on DBS Radio, said the rates negotiated with the truckers are better than previous offers.
The contractors offered the Tipper truckers $48, I did 52 cents a ton. The Tipper truckers countered with $75 per ton. The Chinese made a further offer of $60 per ton. And when I met with the Tipper Truckers Association executive, they had gone up to $90 a ton. And I said to them, well, look, in negotiations, you always have to give and take. So what is the lowest you would accept per ton so that you can make the profit that you're looking at? And they indicated they would get to $85 a ton minimum. So they will not go below $85 a ton. And I think, so the general understanding was anything between 85 and 90 would be reasonable for them, and it would be able to cover the cost and allow them to make something at the end of the day with regards to the service that they're providing on the airport site. So even after I met with the association members, there was an agreement between ourselves. But the reality is there is work. The only issue is the contention there is what is the rate that the Tipper Truckers Association members would accept. And so we are right at the $85 minimum and with a top rate of $90 per ton. I in fact wrote to the developers today, that's NNC, indicating that the government is in support of the rate that the Tipper truckers are requesting. So I in fact have done that. So the agreement I had with the Tipper Trucker executive this morning at my office was that they would accept the minimum 85 and the top end 90, and that they were going to clear the road.
That was Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. The protest action by the truckers ended last night. Meantime, Treasurer of the Dominica Tipper Truckers Association, Anton Laville, says the new rates were agreed when the truckers met with Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit on Wednesday.
Myself and two other executive members, the president, another senior trucker, we went to the meeting with the Prime Minister, and we basically expressed to him our reasons for being on the streets at that hour and actually protesting. Meeting with the Prime Minister, and at the meeting, the Prime Minister, he gave us his word that he will be giving us a better price a price of $85 per ton to move to the site. However, when we came back to our truckers, they were not satisfied with the price that we were giving. However, I must say that besides the truckers being on the site, there were other citizens who participated in it. Some of them became a little bit unruly.
That was Anton Laville, treasurer of the Tipper Truckers Association. The Environmental Health Department has shifted its food handler session to this evening. Chief Environmental Health Officer Tassie Thomas released this statement.
I'd like to announce to the public that due to the roadblock situation, our food handler session carried for this evening from 4:30 and 5 p.m. have been postponed to tomorrow evening, same time, 4:30 for the managers, and the other session for the public is at 5 o'clock. Same venue, same time. So please bear in mind that the sessions have been postponed and it will be held tomorrow at the times mentioned. Okay, thank you very much, and we appreciate your cooperation in this matter.
Chief Environmental Health Officer Tassie Thomas. Dominicans are being encouraged to wear pink today in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Day. President of the Dominica Cancer Society, Yvonne Alexander, says there is a need to raise more awareness about breast cancer in Dominica.
Dominica Cancer Society is calling on all our supporters, friends, members of the Dominica Cancer Society to dress in pink on Thursday, 17th October, helping us raise awareness about breast cancer. The day is referred to as Pink Day. We are also asking for action for individuals to speak about breast cancer and consider getting screened, and quite apart from screening, to do their breast self-examination. So the call is for all members, friends, supporters of the Dominica Cancer Society to assist us in raising awareness about breast cancer by wearing pink on Thursday, 17th October.
President of the Dominica Cancer Society, Yvonne Alexander. Past student of the Wesley High School, Meloticia Mills, says the school has evolved tremendously over the years. Mills gave the feature address at the Wesley High School Founders Day ceremony on Wednesday. The theme of the 98th anniversary of the Wesley High School is 98 years inspiring minds, shaping futures. The school opened its doors on October 16, 1962.
As the current education officer for mathematics on the island, I can say with certainty that the foundation I received here was instrumental in shaping my path. But while I have grown, so has Wesley High School. The school I see today has evolved far beyond what it was when I left. It now offers all sciences and more, providing young ladies with opportunities that are vast and varied, preparing them to thrive in a world that is constantly changing. That is what makes Wesley High School exceptional. It doesn't just teach subjects. It prepares minds to explore, to inquire, and to excel in every field. Today, as we stand in celebration, it is also a time to reflect and honor those who have built the foundation on which we now stand, the educators, administrators, and especially the principals who led Wesley High School with dedication, vision, and love.
Meantime, Mills called on students of the Wesley High School to take heed of the advice given to them by teachers.
To the students here today, I want to share something important. Your teachers are not your adversaries. They are your greatest advocates. Sometimes it might feel like the rules are tough or the expectations are too high, but they are pushing you to be your best. Many of us, myself included, only realized this after we left school. I encourage you not to wait until graduation to understand this truth. Listen to your teachers, take heed of their advice, and trust that they are shaping you for the success, not just academically, but in life. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. It's easy to dismiss their words in the moment, but one day you will realize that every piece of advice, every assignment, and every bit of discipline was preparing you for the world ahead. For nearly a century, Wesley High School has remained a beacon of light, empowering generations of young women to push boundaries and aspire for greatness.
Past student of the Wesley High School, Meloticia Mills. Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership and Small Business Development, Darren Pinard, says there is a need for significant investment for the development of the island's fisheries sector. His remarks came at the annual OECS Blue Economy Investor Roundtable discussion in St. Lucia last evening. Pinard says the government of Dominica is committed to introducing new legislations and frameworks to ensure the development of Dominica's marine industry.
As part of our development agenda, we are seeking to pursue a well-planned, highly productive, competitive, and innovative blue economy that promotes full and productive employment, equal access to economic resources and opportunities critical for attaining our national goals for the agricultural and fisheries sector towards a goal of having $700 million contributed to GDP annually by 2030. Noting that in 2022, agriculture contributed $274 million. So there is a significant gap and to be covered. Our fisheries sector in Dominica is underdeveloped, and therefore its ability to contribute to this economic expansion target requires significant investment and changes in the strategies adopted, particularly the increased employment of regenerative development strategies to include the sustainable use of our aquatic resources. It is within this framework that our country is pursuing the development of the blue economy consistent with Dominica's scientific, geographic, historic, and technological resource endowments. Our government is well positioned to create the new levels of engagement and an environment that fosters potential investments within the local economy to generate novel sources of revenue and employment in fisheries and tourism. And we shall introduce appropriate legislation to govern national frameworks for the regenerative development of our marine resources and engage through effective partnerships the development of key marine products and services, particularly whale watching, swimming with the whales, diving, deep sea fishing, sport fishing, photography, film, mariculture, and aquaculture.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour, Public Service Reform and Small Business Development, Darren Pinard. Let's move to news from the region where the Grenada government has announced that it would not be presenting the 2025 national budget this year, but would do so either January or February of next year. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, speaking at a news conference where he also announced a pension plan for public sector workers, said that the decision to postpone the fiscal package is as a result of the significant disruptions caused by Hurricane Beryl when it passed through the country on July 1 this year, as well as recent fiscal developments. Well, earlier this month, the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, said Grenada had suffered substantial losses and damage as a result of the passage of the hurricane. The Washington-based financial institution said, while the full estimate of the damages and losses is yet to be completed, the initial estimate suggests that the physical damages alone exceed 16% of gross domestic products. The Prime Minister told reporters that the country has had a significant disruption caused by Hurricane Beryl and that only recently the island passed the supplementary budget, which also includes addressing the damage caused by the hurricane. He added that action had to be taken, which also included suspending some parts of the Fiscal Management and Resilience Act. Internationally, the Israeli military says it has, quote, struck and eliminated, unquote, a Hezbollah battalion commander, Hussein Mohammed Awad, in southern Lebanon. The Israel Defense Force also say they have eliminated more than 45 terrorists. Operations are continuing in Gaza, they say, with troops on the ground throughout the region. Let's take a recap of this morning's headlines. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has announced that an agreement has been reached with the Tipper Truckers Association after protest action by the truckers on Wednesday. The Grenada government has postponed its budget presentation to early 2025, and the IDF says Hezbollah battalion commander has been killed in Lebanon. The best in sports comes up next. Stay tuned.
The range of King juices are 100% natural with no added sugar. King offers a range of refreshing juices which are enriched with vitamin C and no added preservatives. Delight yourself in one of King's nectars or treat your little ones with a Kinita box drink at a refreshingly low price today. Keen, the juice in our lives. Sold at major supermarkets island-wide. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speed the delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Welcome to the DBS Major Morning Sports for this morning. Let's begin with some West Indies cricket news. West Indies Vice Captain Ruston Chase says the team has to put the setbacks of the second T20 test against Sri Lanka behind them and focus on the task at hand as they look to win the series this morning. The West Indies will meet Sri Lanka in the third and final T20 this morning. The series is tied at 1-1. The first ball is at 9:30 this morning. Well, Chase says the batters have to get used to the turning wickets.
Yeah, it's clear to see. Obviously, the first game, the wicket was a true wicket. And obviously, this game, the wicket was spinning a lot more. So I guess the guys were scared to put us back on a good wicket after losing the first game. So they think they prepared the wicket in the favor, obviously playing home advantage. And obviously, we didn't come out on top. So it's just for us to go back to the drawing board now and obviously think about playing the spinning ball a bit more. I would say mainly we're not accustomed to the wicket spinning like that. We are comfortable playing spin, but I guess when the wicket is spinning at that pace, it's a bit different from what we're accustomed to.
That was West Indies Vice Captain Roston Chase. He says the Windies need to negotiate the spin threat from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I guess obviously we have to probably bring out the sweep a bit more, probably reverse sweep and conventional sweep a bit more, and try to obviously just try to work around the ball a bit more for longer, and then try to power the ball in the back end. Yeah, well, we have to go in our team meeting and come up with the plans, sit down, have a team talk, and obviously put ideas out there and see if what's the best ideas we can come up to counter the spinning ball.
And that was West Indies Vice Captain Roston Chase. Well, of course, we're standing by not too long from now to join sports editor Gavin Richards, who is actually monitoring 2 test matches currently underway. Of course, we'll bring you some very, very, very interesting information as it pertains to India not too long from now. Of course, we're standing by not too long from now to join sports editor Gavin Richards, who is actually monitoring 2 test matches and of course some very, very, very interesting results with India this morning. But before we get to Gavin Richards, let's tell you that the sports division has announced that the 2024 Independent Secondary Schools Track and Field Meet will now begin on Friday. Well, the 2-day event was scheduled to get underway on Wednesday, but had to be postponed due to protest action by truckers in Canefield on Wednesday. Acting sports coordinator Edmund Ordain says the event will take place on Friday at Benjamin's Park, and the second day of the activity will take place on Tuesday next week.
Competition will be on Friday, and the second day will be on Tuesday. Because Monday we set it for the South prelims and the Southeast prelims. So the first day will be on Friday and the second day will be on Tuesday. Use Friday as the first day because Wednesday was supposed to be the first day. So now we'll use Friday as the first day. All the events that were supposed to happen on Wednesday will now happen on Friday, and those on Friday will now be on Tuesday.
And that was acting sports coordinator Edmond Ordain. Let's move to some football news this morning, where Bath State FC player coach Curlson Benjamin believes that Bath State has what it takes to survive the drop zone and avoid being relegated in the DFA Premier League. Bath State are sitting in 10th place in the point standings, 1 point behind 9th place Point Michel, with 3 games left in their season. Benjamin, who led Bath State to a number of titles during their glory days, says it is disappointing to see the club struggle.
It's heartbreaking, honestly. After basically every game that we draw, not even basically lost, every game that we draw or lose, yeah, it would take a whole toll on me. Trust me. When we lose, yeah, it does really take a toll on me. I mean, next day I have to go to work and it's everywhere. It's a pressure. Bath State I'm going to get relegated and so on, and it does really take a toll on me. I just try and put up a front, but then at the back of my mind, it's weighing me down.
What are some of the things you can maybe pinpoint as to the reason for the decline in Bath State's football?
Well, I would just say transition, basically, because if you watch the last window, we really sat with about 10 or 11 players. So, I'd give the youth, we have plenty of youth players, give them time to catch yourself in the Premier League, and hopefully all we have to do is just stay in the Premier League and give them. We have all the confidence in our under-20 boys. Most of them playing for the Premier team. I would have full confidence in them as long as we stay up. I mean, next year we'll be a much stronger team.
Bath State FC player and coach Curlson Benjamin. Well, sticking with some football news, head coach of the senior men's national football team, Ellington Sabin, says whilst Dominica went down to Bermuda, credit has to go to the team for the character they showed on Tuesday. Well, Dominica came from 2 goals down to almost pull off the win against Bermuda in their CONCACAF Nations League match on Tuesday. Dominica can no longer qualify for League A and now has to focus on remaining in League B by avoiding a last place finish in the group. The CONCACAF Nations League will resume in November with matches in the Dominican Republic. National coach Ellington Sabin says despite the loss, it was a better showing.
Yeah, the guys put up a fight. They gave Bermuda a good fight this evening, although we didn't get the result that we wanted.
but the staff is extremely proud of the effort from the players this evening in the game. It's a fine improvement from 6-1. So we just want to thank the players for the effort that they put in this evening and the fight and the energy that they showed on the field.
What do you think contributed towards that?
Well, the guys were determined not to have a repeat performance from Saturday evening, and I think it showed on the field today. They played with unity, they played together, and they played to the game plan. And the staff change the game plan, and the guys stick to the game plan, remaining compact, trying and keep their defensive shape, and trying and allow Bermuda to high press so we can get the space behind them to counter attack them.
Also, a few young players step up to the plate in the absence of Bryle.
Well, yeah, the young players that step up, we want to congratulate them. The team is full of quality and experience. The older players have the experience, the youthful players have the energy and the quality, and we just want to commend them for the effort that they put in this evening in the game.
Anything else you want to say in terms of moving forward?
Well, we are not done till we have another window in November, so we have 2 games in November to go and get points to ensure that we remain in League B. So we just want the Dominican public to continue supporting us, and as always, every time we step on the field, we aim to do our best and we aim to represent them with pride and dignity.
National coach Ellington Sabin, national captain Glenson Prince had this to say about Dominica's showing.
This is disappointing because we didn't get the victory, but the effort that the guys put in, I am so proud of the team. We went down 2-0, although it was a bit unfortunate, and an own goal as well as a potential foul that the referee called. But at halftime we said we regroup and we said let's go out there, we can do it, because we were doing a lot of things right. We corrected a lot of things from the previous game, and so we went back out there with that same mentality. We were able to get one back, then we were able to equalize. We went down 3-2, but the guys were extremely spirited and we continued to fight. We came short in the end, but you have to be proud, especially after going down 6-1 to come back 3 days after without Bryle. That was very, very good.
Well, once again, I am pretty sure that the folks back home are very, very happy to see how you all fought tonight.
Yeah, it would be mixed emotions. Of course, the performance, they would be pleased with the performance. But of course, football is a results-oriented game, and we didn't get the result. But it's a good start. It's a good step. The guys, like I said, were extremely motivated to go out there. And I spoke to the guys after the last game, and I said, losing 6-1, that touches your pride. And when someone touches your pride, you have to show up. And they did that. We showed up big time. Like I said, it's unfortunate that we couldn't get the 3 points or at least a draw. But we can leave here for our heads held a bit high based on the performance.
That was national captain Glenson Prince. Well, we can tell you right now that 2 test matches are underway as we speak. India has been dismissed for their 3rd lowest total in test history against New Zealand, while England is fighting back against Pakistan. Joining us live on the line this morning is DBS sports editor Gavin Richards with the latest on the 2 test matches. Gavin Richards, very interesting with what is going on. India, their 3rd lowest test. England fighting back. What else can you tell us is going on?
Well, good morning, Joseph Fadul, and of course, good morning to the many listeners of DBS Radio. And you're quite right, Fadul, with what you've said as it relates to the test match between India and New Zealand. Very interesting opening day for that first test match in India. India dismissed for the 3rd lowest total in test cricket. They were bowled out for 46 runs, batting first this morning. Risbah Pant, he top scored with 20, and we had Matt Henry taking 5 for 15 and William Uruka 4 for 22 for New Zealand as they bowled out India for just 46 runs, their 3rd lowest total in test cricket history. And then New Zealand, a short while ago, they were 167 for 3. So they've already gone past the 100 mark lead with, for runs. New Zealand leading by 121 runs. And you had Devon Conway, who got 91, and he was dismissed just a few runs short of a century there. But New Zealand 167 for 3. With Devon Conway getting 91. Will Young also added 33. There's a wicket each for Ashwin, Yadav, and Jadeja. So just to recap the scores in that first test match so far, the opening day, India 46 all out, and New Zealand 167 for 3. New Zealand in front by 121 runs with just about 17 overs left in the day's play. In the other test match, England and Pakistan, well, it's day 3 of that second test match. Well, Pakistan, they've pushed the lead past the 250. As a matter of fact, it's approaching 300. England, earlier in the day, they were bowled out for 291 with Ben Duckett top scoring for 117. Sajid Khan, he picked up 7 for 111 for Pakistan. For Pakistan, a short while ago, they were 214 for 8. Samal Aga was not out on 62, while we had a Shoaib Bashir taking 4 for 66 and Jack Leach 3 for 67 for the England team. So the scores in that game there, the second test match on day 3, the scores so far, it's Pakistan 366 and 207 for 8. England 291. Pakistan, they are leading by about 289 runs, and there are just over 16 overs left in the day's play. So you'll have to stay tuned to DBS Radio. During the course of the day, we'll bring you the latest on the 2 test matches underway. They're still in play, but it's advantage in New Zealand in that first test match, and in the second test match, well, it's going to be quite interesting to see if Pakistan, or that should be England, can chase down the runs with 2 days of play to go. That's all for now, Joseph Kaduri.
As you said, Gavin, very, very interesting happening with India and, of course, with England as well. And, of course, I know that throughout the day we will be keeping the public posted and updated with what's going on. Thank you very much for that update this morning right here. And, of course, Gavin has taken us to the end of the DBS Major Morning News and Sports for this morning. On behalf of the entire news and production team, of course, we have an update at 11, and of course, our next major news will be at 1:15 for the lunchtime news. On behalf of the entire news and sports department and our links person, Hazari and Ironi Williams, my name is Joseph Fadul, wishing you an awesome Almost Friday.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. 7:36 is the time here on Your Nature Isle. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kananago sentence of the day for today. And that's, how much does it cost in Kananago? How much does it cost? And that's Atiri Lebemali. Atiri Lebemali. That's A-T-I-R-I, Atiri Lebemali. That's L-E-B-E with an acute accent, M-A-L-I. Atiri Lebemali. How much does it cost in Kalinago? Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kalinago Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report, made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
At this time, we greet Keisha Dubeek with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather reports from the Dominica Meteorological Service at Douglas Charles Airport for today, Thursday, October 17th, as recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms. Conditions at Douglas Charles Airport were cloudy with occasional showers. Surface winds westerly at 3 knots or 6 kilometers per hour. Present temperature 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at the Douglas Charles Airport was 13.0 millimeters, and the total rainfall for the month so far is 44.1 millimeters. The sun will set today at 5:43 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 5:58 a.m. The next high tide today will be at 2:52 p.m. and the low tide will be at 8:49 a.m. and 9:38 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Les Antilles. A surface to mid-level ridge pattern is expected to continue affecting the area during the day. Additionally, patches of low-level moisture ahead and an approaching low-pressure system could generate some showers across the area. As a result, partly cloudy to cloudy conditions with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms can be expected today. Meanwhile, the above-mentioned low-pressure system located in the central tropical Atlantic is being monitored for potential developments. This disturbance is expected to approach the Leeward Islands by late tonight into tomorrow. Slight moderate seas with swells near 5 feet are expected over the next 24 hours. Now for the forecast for today and tonight. Synopsis. A high-pressure system is a dominant feature. Forecast for today and tonight. Partly cloudy to cloudy with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. Sea conditions, slight to moderate open water, with waves speaking 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no warning or advisory at this time. Please remember, we are still in hurricane season. For updated information, weather conditions, log on to our website as weather.gov.dm or call 266-4490 for further information. Like our Facebook page, Dominica Meteorological Service. Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Mets. Follow our WhatsApp channel 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas House Airport, I am Keisha Dubik.
We thank Keisha Dubik for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
The information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
17 minutes before 8. Up next, we present the general announcements and what's on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments the Central Cooperative Credit Union and Valley Engineering Sales and Services.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you. They will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Google Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching.
Members of the Marigot Cooperative Credit Union and the general public are informed that all offices of the Marigot Cooperative Credit Union Limited will close today, Thursday, October 17th, in observance of International Credit Union Day. Normal operations will resume on Friday, October 18. Management and staff apologizes for any inconvenience that may be caused as a result. MCCU, a beacon of hope serving the Northeast. The public is advised that in observance of International Credit Union Day, all branches and offices of the National Cooperative Credit Union will close today, Thursday, 17 October. Members are encouraged to make use of the self-serve and convenient services available to manage their accounts during this time.